everyone. We are going to continue working on our practice sheet. So I want us to look at number 5 first. It says write this number as a simplified fraction and as a decimal. So you actually need 2 answers here, okay? So the fraction, we look over here, check our place value, tenths, hundredths. So this number reads as 6 hundredths, okay? Your job is to simplify that, okay? And that will be your answer, okay? Now for the decimal, we've kind of been doing this the last couple of weeks, but if I have, you don't have to write this down, if I have a number like 9%, to change it to a decimal, I'm removing that 100. So I move it 1, 2, and it becomes 0.09, okay? So if I have 0.09 and I want to make it a percent, oh, this should say percent. Sorry about that. To make it a percent, I'm going to put that 100 back in it. 1, 2. Okay, so that would be 9%. So you're going to do that with this number. Okay, so this should say percent, and I'll fix that in class. Okay. So after you simplify this, also write your write your percent. Okay, whatever that is. I can't even get it right because it's written wrong. Okay. Number 6, hopefully you know this is a triangle problem, so we are not using arrows. Number 7, I'm going to start this for you. You're going to finish it. I'm going to start it because, guys, some of you are trying to line up the decimals. Guys, you line up the decimals when you add or subtract. Okay? On this one, we don't. We're going to multiply 3 times 1, 8, and 3. That's going to go here. Then we hold our spot, and we multiply 4 times 1. That will go here, so there should be a number here, okay? Then 4 times 8, carry the 3, 4 times 3. You're going to do that, okay? So one more time, 3 times 1, 3. You do 3 times 8, you'll have to carry. Then you're done with the 3. Then go to the 4. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 8. Okay, you finish that. And the last thing you do is move that decimal. 1, 2, 3. We move it to the end, and we're going to move it in here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here for sure is 3. We'll see what's there, but that's where your decimal will go, okay? This one is an arrow problem. Try it by yourself. Make sure your decimals are lined up whether you're adding or subtracting. Number 9, it says change to a percent. Remember, when you change to a percent compares a number to 100. Okay, so you figure out 25 times what gives me 100. Multiply the top number by the same. Whatever you get here, guys, that is your percent. Okay? Okay, last problem. This is the one we will definitely do all together. Okay. Adding fractions. So we started this last week. Remember, we have to have equal size pieces. Right now, we are having 2 different denominators, okay? So we do not have equal size pieces. So we are going to list our multiples until we can find a common denominator, or preferably a least common denominator, or LCD. So remember, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, let's try this, 3, 6, 9, I don't see any matches, 12, no matches, 15, and there it is. Okay, so 15 is my LCD. And again, you don't have to show this part if you know what the denominator is, okay? I know that 15 is this because these are relatively prime. They share no common factors, so I can just multiply 5 times 3. That does not always work, but it will always give you a common denominator, but we like the least common. Okay, so after we get our common denominator, we make equivalent fractions. So we do 5 times what gives me 15? 5 times 1, 2, 3. Multiply the top by 3, and we get 4. 3 times what gives me 15? 5. Multiply the top by 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we do the part that I always forget, which is my whole number. So your job is to add the numerators. Put that here. We never, ever, ever add denominators. Remember, we spend all that time finding it. The denominator stays the same. And then we also add 4 plus 1 and put that in front for the whole number. And I'm going to give you a hint. This will not simplify. Okay?